Thanks for joining us for CNTV. I'm Brad Claunch.
And I'm Quin Tran. A Chickasaw artist is proud of her latest children's book.
Powwow Day is written by Tracy Sorrell and illustrated by Maddie Goodnight, a Chickasaw citizen.
We connect with Maddie to learn more about the story and illustrations in Powwow Day.
It's about a young girl who goes to the powwow, and she's danced in it years before, but this year she's too sick to join in. And it's a really beautiful story about hope and family connection and love and support systems. It's got a lot of great information about powwow dances and traditions. The author, Tracy, she's incredible. I had such a great time working with her on this book. We both took the time to really dive deep into the story and to the traditions, and we wanted the book to be accurate and truthful to powwows and the traditions surrounding them and the dances and regalia. And the back matter has a ton of great information for people wanting to learn more and for kids being introduced to powwows for the first time.
Did your Chickasaw heritage influence you and how you illustrated this book?
Absolutely. I think this book, I felt so connected to the characters and the family aspect and the community aspect. All of my books, I pull on my Chickasaw heritage, but this one especially, I felt such a deep connection personally to the story and to River, the main girl, just in how my heritage and what I learned growing up in my childhood. I felt all of the community and emotional support and the creativity and the energy, everything that flows through this book definitely resonated with my own upbringing and my own childhood experiences and heritage. So I tried to have that shine through in all of the art as I was making the book.
The art looks so beautiful and flowing and feminine.
Thank you so much. I was so drawn into all of the beautiful, just masterful beadwork, the patterning, the traditional dress as I was doing research for the book, how intricate and skillful and beautiful traditional dress is at a lot of powwow dances. The dresses that are featured the most throughout the book, the jingle dress, I think is especially gorgeous. There's a tactileness to that dress that I think really shines through for young children and for people being introduced to it. The bells kind of give a sound, like a magical quality to that dance. And I had so much fun drawing all the details for it, knowing that it's a healing dance, which I think is so important right now as a community and like the entire world as a, culture and for everyone. I just think the imagery of it was so beautiful and so important. And I really wanted to spend time on that and do justice to it.
What do you want readers to see, appreciate from your illustrations in this new book?
I hope that people that read Powwow Day will be drawn in by the illustrations and the art. I think Tracy's words are so beautiful. I think the story is so well done and thoughtful, and it takes kind of big events or like big feelings and puts them in a light where everybody can relate to it. I think it's such an important story right now for the country and for all of us individually. And I think that those themes of community and family and support are just so important. I hope that when people look through the art or the book, that they're drawn in and they can kind of sense the energy and inspiration that I had when I was researching it, when I was doing it. And they'll be interested in powwows, and they'll be interested in Native American literature, and they'll share it with other people and learn more about it.
We love Maddie's work. Her illustrations are inspired by her love of childhood and imagination. She's a graduate of the Rhode Island School of Design, one of the top art schools in the country.
Expect to see more of her art in upcoming children's books. Visit Maddie's website to see her work and published books.
A lot of new cultural influences.
Over the past several months, we've learned more about Chickasaw writers and authors of all ages. They are winners of the Chickasaw Nation Anole Creative Writing Contest in categories that include poetry, essay, and short story. Entries are now being accepted for this year's contest. Past winners encourage citizens to write and participate.
Tell a story in a way that makes people want to know more is part of our Indigenous culture that is needed now in our communities and in our nation.
July 17th is a deadline to submit entries for the Anole Creative Writing Contest. The word Anole means to tell.
We hope you'll tell the stories you've written. There are 3 age divisions in the contest. Get full details by visiting chickasaw.net or call the number on your screen.
For the first time in more than 2 years, the Artesian Arts Festival was back in downtown Sulphur, Oklahoma. People enjoyed seeing art, crafts, and other creative works produced by more than 55 Chickasaw artists. The in-person market this summer allowed people to visit one-on-one with the artist. The online art market showcased the works of Chickasaw citizens and other First American artists. Go to artesianartsfestival.com, explore the art, and make purchases online.
The art of the Southeast tribes has not been well known. You're stepping up and you're showing people what the Southeast tribes can do. You're showing about our culture, you're showing about our traditions.
On the eve of the Artesian Arts Festival, Governor Bill Anoatubby joined Chickasaw artists and citizens for an evening of celebration. Awards were given, including the honor of Best of Show.
Miss Tyra Shackleford.
Tyra Shackleford earned the top recognition for her piece Twin Turkeys. She used the ancient weaving technique known as spraying to produce this work of art.
So normally I do like wearable art, weaving shawls and dresses and things, and I really wanted to make something that maybe could reach a broader audience, and I wanted to make something 2D that could hang on a wall. So there's old shell carvings from the Mississippian time period. So those are our ancestors, we descend from them. And this particular one, I call it the Twin Turkeys. It does speak about our place in the world, because Mississippian beliefs you have 3 worlds. You have the underworld, the world that we live in, and then the above world where Abba Benili is. And the turkeys are in our world. At the bottom, it's water symbols representing the underworld, and then the center is representing the cedar pole that reaches to the sky, to the upper world. Just the process of making it was a lot, because I was looking at this image and then I had to create a pattern so I could weave that image into that wall hanging. So it was a lot, and I really just happy that it came out how I wanted it to.
The arts help us understand ourselves, our world, and our place in the world.
Governor has supported the arts for a long time, and it is such a blessing. I mean, it's helped keep our culture alive. Like all of us that are creating, we're drawing from our culture, and we're sharing that and educating people about what it is to be Chickasaw. I want to use these ancient techniques, these ancient weaving techniques, and create contemporary and modern pieces. And I do that because I really hope that I can inspire some young person. Like, they'll see something I've made and want to learn how to do that. And then those techniques will be carried on.
Tyra is inspiring others beyond Chickasaw country. She created this award-winning piece titled The Lady that's now part of the Smithsonian Institution's National Museum of the American Indian in Washington, D.C.
The Chickasaw Nation's public health team is hosting mobile COVID-19 vaccine events this summer. This one was held at Purcell High School. The tribe has closed all COVID-19 testing and vaccinations at the Emergency Operations Facility in Ada, Oklahoma. Patients with the Chickasaw Nation Department of Health may still be tested and vaccinated by making an appointment with their primary care provider.
You should see this kind of angled downwards whenever we're punching.
During the pandemic, the martial arts program grew to offer a virtual format. The live online program allows more Chickasaws to participate, including those outside of Oklahoma. The Woodruff family says the virtual program helps them stay connected to the tribe and stay fit together.
I like doing this as a family. It makes it easier, and you're not quite embarrassed like you would be in front of a class. So, I mean, just for me, I'm not embarrassed because they know how I am, clumsy, and I fall, and they can laugh at me.
And that helps, like, bonding too, because you have to, whenever you're helping, or like if I don't get something or she doesn't get something, you know, we'll help each other. It's something to help with weight loss, coordination, just general exercise.
Since my back is messed up, they make the exercises easier so I can do them. You're not hurting yourself more to do it.
Nash, I have to ask you, do you like it? Do you love it?
Yeah.
But I don't like to sweat all the time.
It's a constant workout, and you know, you got to sweat and you got to get your cardio up, and he doesn't like to sweat a lot. So that's his only problem with it, is he hates sweating like that. But it's good exercise, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you learned a lot, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised at how well he's picked it up. Whenever I turn around and tell him to do something and then he can just go into it, I'm just like, that's so cool.
The Woodruff family is grateful to be able to participate virtually from New Mexico. Brandy Woodruff says she's lost several pounds by taking part in the martial arts program.
And, as they mentioned, the best part of that program has been spending time doing something fun as a family. Well, Quinn and I are glad you spent time with us.
See you next time here on CNTV.